Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I got an old friend. Hang on. Old friend, new mug. Yeah, oh boy, that's a good cup of coffee. I am using Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yeah, boy, I got a good pot of it made over there. Oh, I love this coffee. And if you recall, in a previous Monday morning mailbag, maybe a year ago, I can't remember, I found this Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug at the Goodwill thrift store. And I was washing it, getting ready to use it in a Monday morning mailbag, and I dropped it and shattered it. I was just, it was such a good looking coffee mug. Well, I was just there the other day, and I found this one. This is a Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug. How about that? Kind of a neat shape, and you can see the DD right there in the inner, inside the mug there, like the inner lip. Isn't that cool? And it says Ohio here. Yeah, Ohio. And it has little references to Ohio. It lists Lake Erie, Cincinnati, Cleveland, the Cuyahoga River, Put-in-Bay. Put-in-Bay are the islands on Lake Erie. Big vacation spot now that it's warming up. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go out to the islands for those weekend getaways. It says soda pop here. I don't know why it says soda pop, because we don't say soda pop in the Cleveland, Midwest area. We say pop. I think on the East Coast, folks out there say soda for, carbonated beverage. We say pop here in the Midwest. We've always said pop. So what's it like in your area of the country or part of the world? Do you say soda? Do you say pop? Do you say soda pop? Just curious about that. We've always said pop. We've never said soda pop, and we've never said soda. I remember when I first went to the East Coast, a friend said, "Hey, would you like a soda?" And I said, what's that? I had no idea. But coffee, universal, great beverage, great beverage. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Just terrific. We have got a lot of great content this morning. Again, stacked and stuffed. And let's kick it off with a morning shaving tip. Okay, so this morning shaving tip comes from viewer Jeff Bradley, and he writes, "Hi Mark, enjoy your channel. I'm back to traditional wet shaving after a 30-year electric hiatus. As many of us did, I watched my father and grandfather wet shave with Gillette razors, Old Spice mugs, Ever-Ready brushes, etc. I've acquired a small gathering of vintage Gillette razors that I've brought back to life. I even gifted two to friends to get them into wet shaving. My tip is a great container for soaking and cleaning old razors, or even newer ones that need a good soaking and cleaning to get them fresh. I use a plastic drywall mud pan, as it can hold several razors, is not too deep, and is easy to store. I've used this with Dawn dish detergent to really clean my razors. I also store my brushes in there as well. By the way, I forgot to mention that I bought the detail brush set at good old Harbor Freight for $2.46. On sale now for $1.49. It has both nylon and brass brushes in the set, steel too, but I obviously don't use those on the razors. Take care, Jeff Bradley. Hey, thanks very much for that, Jeff. That's really a very good tip. I know that a lot of viewers out there are interested in cleaning their vintage razors or even their newer ones, and we're looking for a good container, a good pan to soak those razors in. I know I do. When I clean my razors, I'm usually when I get a vintage razor, before I do a dip in barbicide, I'm usually soaking them in hot water, and I'm just filling up a sink and soaking them in there. And that can be a bit of a challenge if the water is really, really hot. I don't want to reach my hand back into some really hot water, that sort of thing. So having a separate pan is a really good solution, because you can just, dump the water out, hold the razor in as you dump it, that sort of thing. Really kind of frees up the sink for rinsing, that sort of thing. No, absolutely great tip. So thank you very much for that. And to say thank you, here is your original George sketch. All you got to do is email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com. mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And I will send you this sketch post haste. So thanks very much for that tip, Jeff. I really do appreciate it. And if you too want an original George cartoon sketch from me on some really, really slick printed stationery, just send me your tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it, you too will get an original George sketch. Here he is holding a little safety razor and everything. Suitable for framing and hanging in your own shaving den. All right, thanks very much, Jeff. I really do appreciate it. All right, we're off to a great start. Hey, let's go back for a refill. Okay, this morning's refill has to do with unscented shave soaps and creams. A viewer wanted to know if there were any on the market, and we got a lot of great responses from viewers in the comments area. I mean, some really great information. So if you're looking for an unscented shave soap, check out those comments. But if you can't get over there or you missed any of them, here are some of them right here. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful suggestions. Viewer Aaron Hall wrote, unscented soaps for a guy in Montreal. Each one of these Canadian artisans has a fragrance-free product and can be purchased from a Canadian retailer or directly. Purely skinful. I think it's called Naked. I think that's what he's referring to. The brand of the unscented soap is called Naked. Highland Springs, sounds like they have one called Silence. McDuff's, Parkland Unscented is the name of the soap, I believe. Bardigan and Stark, their unscented soap is called Nil. And he has here the Copper Hat. They also make an unscented shave soap. Also, most Canadian soap makers are small enough that they would likely do an unscented soap for you if requested. They might even have old stock that has lost most of its scent that you might get at a discounted price. That is a really good suggestion. I never thought of that because we have talked about shave soaps losing their scent over a period of time, still being good, still being, you're able to get a great lather, but the scent maybe has dissipated a little bit. That's a very good suggestion. Call up an artisan soap maker and see if they have any stock that just lost their scent that they can't sell as a scented soap and maybe get it at a discounted price. Very, very good suggestion. So thanks very much for that, Aaron. Siggy Kalkman wrote, concerning the nearly unscented shaving creams, I would suggest Derby Normal or Arco Sensitive, or if you like it a bit fancy, Nanny Silly Soap Unscented Original. Thanks very much for that, Siggy. I appreciate that. I'm familiar with Derby and Arco. Haven't heard of Nanny Silly Soap, so that's another one to check. Albert Cadiz, C-A-D-I-Z. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Albert. He wrote, unscented soaps. Vanderhagen makes an unscented glycerin shave soap. Can find it online or in their website. I haven't tried it, but I used their other glycerin soap for many years, starting in 2001, until I discovered the artisan soaps and synthetic brushes in 2018. Anyway, their glycerin was quite good. Economical and easy to melt in a container or shave bowl. I would think their unscented would have the same great qualities. Great Monday morning mailbag, as always, Mark. Thanks very much for that, Albert. I, too, used the Vanderhagen shave soap early on when I came back to traditional wet shave, their luxury shave soap, which was very good. It was probably about $4 a puck when I started using it. I think it may have gone up in price, but I have seen it on sale at local retailers for like $1.99. And it is a very good performing shave soap. Luxury shave soap, though, is scented, so it's not the unscented. But now that you've mentioned Vanderhagen glycerin, I'm going to check that one out for sure. Steve Woody wrote, unscented shave soaps and creams. Kiss My Face, Cremo, Vanderhagen soap. Well, there's another vote for Vanderhagen soap. My wife and I have the same problem with scents. I make my own aftershave splash with witch hazel, aloe juice, vegetable glycerin, and essential oils. I'll repeat that again. He makes it with witch hazel, aloe juice, vegetable glycerin, and essential oils. That way I can control the scent. Hey, that's really very, very ingenious, Steve. Never thought of that myself. Really, a lot of great suggestions here. And if you make if you make your own aftershave, you can control how much scent is in there. Really, really unique. That's terrific. That really is. Ron Wright contributed the following: another good Monday morning mailbag. Regarding the soap aromas, I have been mindful of certain ones due to my wife's asthma being more sensitive than mine. A couple other choices are the Van der Hagen Unscented Puck Soap. It was the first soap I started with and works decent enough. Sterling also has an unscented. Have a great week. Hey, that's another vote for Van der Hagen Unscented. So if you're looking for one, it looks like we're like, what, 4 out of 4, 3 out of 3 for the Van der Hagen? Todd Hume wrote, "Hi, Mark. First off, thank you for your videos. They are very informative and helpful for new wet shavers like myself. I'd like to add to your topic of unscented shave soaps and unscented shave products in general. I started wet shaving about a year ago because multi-blade cartridge shaving became too irritating for my skin. I have rosacea, which causes very sensitive facial skin. Scented products often irritate my skin, so my best results have been with unscented products. I have done a lot of trial and error with different shaving products. For my skin, the two best unscented shave soaps are Ariana and Evans Skin Essential Shaving Butter and Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Scentless with Formula CK6. For pre-shave, I use a CeraVe, well, that's C-E-R-A-V-E, CeraVe? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Hydrating facial cleanser. It is very slick and has good hydrating ingredients. I use it before each pass of a 3-pass shave and before the final rinse. For post-shave, I use a CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This makes a very soothing, unscented balm. Feel free to use any of these suggestions on your Monday morning mailbag. I hope they can help other wet shavers with rosacea or very sensitive skin like me. Best regards, Todd Hume, Chicago." Well, thank you, Todd. I've passed it on to the other viewers there. Thanks very much. Very, very helpful. Boy, we're just really, really stacked with a lot of great comments regarding unscented shaving soaps. Matt Fox contributed, "I look forward to these on Mondays to wind down after work or while I'm making dinner for the family." Another option for the viewer whose wife has sensitivity towards scents is that most artisans make a scentless version of their soaps. They can use some of the fantastic bases out there with no worry of causing his wife discomfort. Phoenix has one. Shannon Soaps has one, for example. Okay, great. Thanks very much for that, Matt. You know what? I never knew that Phoenix Shaving had an unscented shave soap. I really didn't. That's something that I might even get myself down the road just to try it out for those days that, well, you know what? Just want just a nice basic soap. That's a really, really good suggestion. So thanks for passing that on. And to wrap things up, this comment comes from Leslie Fitzer, and he writes, "Regarding shaving soap without a strong scent, what about Mitchell's Wool Fat? I find it a mild, inoffensive soap smell, and boy, what a fantastic soap. Keep up the good work and keep well and keep safe." Well, thanks very much for that, Leslie. I really do appreciate that. I was thinking about also including Mitchell's Wool Fat when we first talked about this, but yeah, you know, it can be a bit of a challenge to lather for some wet shavers. It really likes softer water, but I haven't had a problem with it, and I don't have a water softener here. I just have city water, and it seems to lather up well. But I agree with you, and I'm glad you included this because I do think Mitchell's Wool Fat doesn't have an overwhelmingly strong scent. It's just a nice, basic, clean soap kind of scent that really isn't overwhelming. So I think it would fall into that category as well. So thanks very much for including that, Leslie. I really do appreciate it. And really, thanks to everyone out there for some great, great content for this morning's refill. So gentlemen, thank you very much. Okay, so this next comment comes from viewer Dr. Charles Worth, or Dr. Charles Worth. I'm not sure which it is because it's all condensed. There's no spaces there, but that's his viewer name, Dr. Charles Worth or Dr. Charles Worth. Anyhow, he writes, "Hi, Mark, a couple of things. Your intro has slightly changed for the better, in my opinion. I sometimes think adding lots of quirky sayings can be off-putting to the viewer. I hope you don't mind my saying so. You know what? I don't mind at all. Regarding the intro, I have condensed it and shortened it a little bit. My shaving videos were getting to be 30, 35 minutes, and I think those are a little too long. I'm trying to condense and shorten the length to about 18 to 20 minutes. And I know I've been doing a lot of editing to kind of take out the rinsing and the toweling off and that sort of thing. But I think that overall, with the prep and the actual discussion of what I'm using, my videos can tend to get a little long. So I'm trying to get them down to about 20 minutes, 18 to 22 minutes, somewhere in there. So one of the ways to help that along was to shorten that intro a little bit. And I enjoyed the longer intro, and I enjoyed editing it and creating it. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun creating this new intro. So you'll see that being phased in over a period of number of videos here. So yeah, I've enjoyed doing that. And as far as quirky sayings and that sort of thing, a lot of it just happens. I'm not planning any of this, boom, lather, clapping my hands, great shave, that kind of thing. It just happens, and I find that if it happens naturally, it fits, and I think the majority of viewers would agree with me on that one. But I don't mind, it's, there's a dynamic at play with my channel. A lot of things are going to change. A lot of things are going to come and go, that sort of thing. So part of the enjoyment of doing a YouTube channel, I guess. Anyhow, he continues, the Barbus soap was incredibly expensive, though. There is a site that can send this product, although I haven't used this company. It's on my wish list. And then he included a link to that. And he says, I'm very pleased that you are trying various soaps from around the world. May I suggest Lider, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Lider, out of Poland, and Capo, C-A-P-O, shave cream. Excellent, he says, from Bulgaria. Thanks for all the vids, all the best. Regarding Barbus, yeah, Barbus has been fantastic. This has been a great performing shave soap. I'm so surprised by it, but it's $16 on Amazon, and I know that the site that he linked to, I think it's like maybe $3, and I think it's a European site that he linked to, though. I have to double check, but anyhow, I guess the price to get it here probably is because of shipping, which isn't going to be cheap at times. So, yeah, but I thought that this was just been a great performing soap. I know that there are other shave soaps that are a little less expensive that give good performance, but for $16, I'm not too, I'm willing to pay the price because it really does perform very, very well. So I like this a lot. It's been giving me some great, great shaves. So thanks for those comments, Dr. Charlesworth or Dr. Charlesworth. I really do appreciate it. Okay, something new. Let's talk about some wet shaving gear and deals that are out there. Yes, this is a new segment I'm going to drop in from time to time. Not every week, but whenever I come across a deal on a piece of wet shaving gear that might be of interest to viewers out there, something I might have come across on Amazon or West Coast Shaving or Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements or Sterling Shaving, those kinds of things. This morning, I wanted to show you a deal I got on alum blocks from Amazon. This is from GBS. This is an alum block in a travel case. Now, this is 80 grams. I think that's a little over 2 ounces or under 3 ounces. Hang on a minute. Alexa, how many ounces is 80 grams?
80 grams is about 2.8 ounces.
Okay, so 2.8 ounces, 80 grams. And like I say, it comes in a plastic travel case like this. And looks like it's a really, solid block. I haven't used it yet. Looks very, very solid. Looks like it's compressed somehow. I don't know how long or how durable this is going to last, but it came in a nicely wrapped bag, and again, in a plastic travel case, so you can travel with it. A good size for travel, and it comes with 2 refills. So let's open up one of these right here, and I can show you what it looks like. If I can get this open. Oh, come on. Let's take a look. Okay, there it is. Get that open like that. Tore that a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, so that's wrapped up in plastic as well. You can see that. Okay, so you get the plastic case, the travel case, an Allen block of the travel case, and 2 refills for $9. I'll link this below. Not a bad deal on an Allen block, especially if you're traveling. So again, a nice little travel case, a smaller, compact kind of Allen block. If you find yourself traveling, might be very good for home use as well. But there you are, $9, not a bad deal at all. So there you go. So just want to pass it on to you. That's on Amazon from GBS. Again, GBS, travel case with an Allen block, 2 refill blocks, $9. Not a bad deal at all. All right, so I just wanted to pass that on to you. If you need an Allen block, you might want to take a look at it. Okay, so this next question comes from viewer Walter Fraisch, Fraisch. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Walter Fraisch. Hi, Mark. I subscribe to numerous shaving channels and recently subscribed to yours, which I am enjoying very much. But I must ask a dumb question about the Monday morning mailbag videos. What is that metal thing in front of you? A very cool microphone, perhaps? Well, you are correct. It is a very cool microphone. I got this from my nephews, Jim and Mike, as a gift. My nephews and nieces, they view my channel, they watch it, and they really have given me a lot of support. I have some extra lighting right here, courtesy of my nephew Tom and nieces Bryn and Kelly, and this microphone from my nephews Jim and Mike, and some other cool stuff that they've given me, green screen material, other lighting, camera. I mean, really, my nieces and nephews have been very, very supportive. Jason and his family gave me some great shaving gear. So yeah, I mean, a lot of my nieces and nephews support the channel and give me some really great stuff to help enhance it. And this microphone has really helped the Monday morning mailbag. It's called the Blue Snowball. Let me show it to you. And of course, the way I have it set up is that it's more directional right now. If I turn it away from me, you're not going to hear my voice as clearly. But it does have other settings. But you can get this on Amazon, and it really is terrific. Let me show it to you again. So I'll link it below if you're interested, because it really is, it has great sound, and it has really helped. And I just plug it right into my laptop and just start my camera, and I have my script over here. I've got my camera over here, and it really is a nice setup. Better than what I was using prior to this, which was a camera here and a tablet over here and everything. Everything is right here, and I can see everything. And it seems to be working out very, very well. So yeah, it's called the Blue Snowball. It's a very, very cool microphone, courtesy of nephews. And again, my nephews and nieces have been wonderful in supporting my channel. So thanks very much for that question, Walter. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so this next question comes from viewer G. Dubos, D-U-B-O-S. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Greg. And he writes, Mark, I don't understand pre-shave oil. I always thought that you wash your face with warm water and soap to get rid of the oils naturally occurring in the hair follicles. This allowed the water and shave soap to penetrate and soften the beard. Since water and oil don't mix, I don't understand pre-shave oils. Any explanation? Thanks, Greg, MD. Greg, Sheldon Quinn of Global Shave Clubs International has written a terrific blog post explaining the use and benefits of pre-shave oils. As I have understood it from the blog posts that I read and other material that I've read over the years, is a pre-shave oil actually helps to soften the whisker and actually lift the whisker. Just the action of rubbing into your hands and rubbing into your face, it'll soften the whisker, it'll actually lift the whisker and kind of prep it for the lather to follow to give you that extra glide and protection for the wet shave. He even writes on his page here, and this kind of summarizes it right here. The main ingredients in pre-shave oils tend to include a careful collection of non-greasy oils that work with the skin to improve your daily shave. These base oils often include sunflower, olive, and coconut. And we all know that those oils have great skin benefits. And his pre-shave oil, BAD, before, after, and during, has fractionated extra virgin coconut oil, sunflower oil, olive oil, etc. Really, really great skin oils. I also use the Vikings Blade Sunrise Citrus and the Gentle Mint, and these also have olive oil, grapeseed oil, vitamin E, those kinds of ingredients. And yeah, when I've used it and I rub it on my face, I actually do feel that whisker soften up, and I actually feel it lift up and rise and get ready for the lather. Now, I'm a face latherer, and so even doing a face lather works well. However, there are some shave soaps that I've come across that don't play well with pre-shave oils when you do a face lather. In those instances, I'll do a bowl lather. I'll whip up that lather in a bowl, and then I'll paint it on. I'll just get the brush, and then I'll end up painting it on like this, and it works really well. That little bit of pre-shave oil gives that extra barrier, that little bit of extra glide and protection to my skin, and really improves the shave. So that's it in a nutshell. And a lot of wet shavers use pre-shave oil. A lot of wet shavers have gone to use a pre-shave soap like the Cube. Others like to use Noxzema. Others use a Cremo. Like a Cremo, they'll use that as a pre-shave. Some use the Parasso pre-shave cream. Some use, well, they just don't use a pre-shave at all. They just go right straight to the lather, as you suggested in your question. It's all in making it your own shave. But I have found that the pre-shave oil works very well for me, and I've used everything. I've used the pre-shave soap, I've used pre-shave oil, I've used the Noxzema, the Cremo, and just using it and experimenting with it and finding out what works best for me. I like it all. I really do, and it's all about making it your own shave. So I would explore the pre-shave oils. I would try the pre-shave soap. I would try a Noxzema, a Cremo, a Parasso. Find out what works best for you. But that essentially is why a lot of wet shavers use a pre-shave oil, because it really does prep the whisker for that lather and for that shave. It actually softens it and lifts it a little bit. And that's been my experience with it. And I've had several shaves with all three of these pre-shave oils recently, and have gotten some really, really great results, both face lathering and bowl lathering. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, Greg. You know what? Give it a try. Get a good pre-shave oil. Any of the three that I mentioned here are very, very good, and see how it works for you. All you need is a few drops, 3 to 4 drops. Rub it in the palm of your hands, work it in, and you'll see what happens. And then apply the lather on top, see what happens. Obviously your mileage may vary, but it's all about making it your own shave. But that's what's so great about the traditional wet shave. There are so many paths, methods, routines out there. You can use pre-shave oils, pre-shave soaps, Noxzema, Cremo, Parasso. It's so great. That's why I say, if you're not doing the traditional wet shave, what are you waiting for? There's so much out there and available. You'll find a razor, a soap, a cream to fit your wallet and your budget, and also to fit your routine. And it's also great to change it around. You don't have to use the same thing over and over again. One day use a pre-shave soap, next day use a pre-shave oil. It freshens up the routine, it brightens your day. It's something to look forward to. It's kind of a shaving adventure. So thanks for the question, Greg. I hope that answers it, but please check out that blog post by Sheldon Quinn. It really does have some very, very helpful information there. Thanks again. Okay, so this comment comes from viewer Pick and Duck, and he writes, Hi, Mark. I've been saving a lot of my wet shaving products packaging. I currently have them as a backdrop behind my razor stands. A lot of Wet Shavings products packing is very nice artwork that does invoke a certain feeling. I have run out of space behind my razor stands and have been thinking about turning the packing into a collage and using it as wall art. Do you know of any others who have done this? It would be something interesting to see if others have done this. That is really very interesting, and I think it's a great thing to do. And I agree. The packaging and the artwork on a lot of these products is very, very unique and would make a great collage and a great wall art for your shaving den. Absolutely. I just think it's a great idea. But viewer Ron Wright also added this. He says, I've made bookmarks from the panels of PAA brush boxes. A few snips of the scissors and done. The collage idea is a good one. I thought of doing something similar also. So there you are, Pick and Duck. Ron is thinking about doing the same thing, and I'm sure a lot of other viewers are considering that as well. Ron, as far as the bookmark idea, that's fantastic. And I just recently got the Phoenix Shaving StarCraft shaving brush. This is great. This is a fantastic brush. I will link this below. I am really loving this brush. It is very soft. It's wonderful for face lathering, and it just fits naturally in the hand. Love the color scheme. Love the handle. It's been a wonderful brush. But yeah, the packaging for the brush is really very distinct and unique. And really, just cutting it here and here, you could get a bookmark here that says StarCraft with Phoenix Shaving on it, or you could just do this one right here. Just cut it out here and it says Shaving, or even the back panel for Phoenix. Yeah, that is a very, very good idea. And I'm a reader and I love to read. A lot of you know that. And I'm reading a very interesting book right now. It's called Harpo Speaks by Harpo Marx of the Marx Brothers. That has been a very entertaining book so far. But anyhow, yeah, that's a great idea. Bookmarks. And yeah, I'm going to consider doing that as well down the road. Because like a lot of you, I do save the packing. I save it primarily to show it on camera so that you know what I'm talking about. Rather than get an image and project it on the screen, sometimes I like to just hold the package like that. It's a little easier. So I try to hang on to the packaging of the item that the item came in. So yeah, that's a terrific idea. Ron and Pick and Duck really like it a lot. So collages, bookmarks, yeah, it's great to kind of recycle a lot of this packing because the artwork is absolutely terrific. I agree. So that's a great idea, Pick and Duck. Great idea, Ron. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for the suggestions. Happy to pass it on to other viewers. Well, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company. Use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comics with George, other cartoons, other videos like this. I'm on Facebook. Check out my Facebook page. Check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements for some great shaving gear. Check out Global Shave Clubs International for some great shaving gear. Check out VikingsBlade.com for some great shaving gear. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/markshirady, where you'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.